Good morning and welcome to Claymont, Delaware. We are on the campus of Archmere Academy for the Senior Day matchup between the Auks of Archmere Academy and the Quakers of Friends. This is I tell you what, outside of Salesianum and Cape, you can't find two better lacrosse programs in the state, and this one is going to go a long way to decide some seedings for the upcoming state tournament. Thanks for joining us here on the 302 Sports Network. I'm Craig Leskowski here with Jason Winchell and Mike Lang, who is abusing my walking cane. I have no idea what's happening.
What's he doing with that?
I don't know. Questionable things happening. As we line up here, we just realized we're not going to get a national anthem. They did the Senior Day festivities in the half hour leading up to the game, and now the goalies will take their places, and this game is just going to get right underway. We just spoke with the officials. They had us move back a little bit, so we're going to record all of their bad sides now, and we're going to talk badly about the officials the entire time. But this is going to be a good one, Jay. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Friends comes in with a record of 11-1, and Archmere 7-4. Two very good teams. Probably on the next level down from Sally's and Cape, like everyone else, but right in that next group of teams.
And so here we go, the all-important face-off, and
face-off violation.
Yeah, face-off violation to start. And Kyle Sullivan will start as the midfielder for Friends there.
Craig, Friends does not give up many goals on the year. They don't score many either. They're winning games like 5-1, 6-2.
Very good defensive team.
Great goalie.
I've only seen Friends once this year, and it was a defensive effort. Yeah, very good goalie. Now we have seen Archmere multiple times. This is, I believe, the first time we're broadcasting for 302 for Archmere. There's Matthew McKenzie, number 20. He'll set up the offense, decides to go the other way.
The last broadcast here for Archmere was Cape Henlopen.
There you go.
Also right here, but we were under a tent. This time, Craig, you and I are not under a tent or anything.
We are not. Once again, thank you for joining us. We got field action for you. Might be missing a little bit in the corner, but it was a little crowded up in the bird's nest today, so we decided to give you on-field action. Working it in, and he just could not hit the net there. And that was number 8 for Friends, Reese Butler.
It's important when you shoot, Craig, to have the backup, and Friends had 2 people behind the net there.
Absolutely smart, so you can keep your possessions going, keep a guy at X, chase that ball out the back. Working his way in. Ooh, a little bit of a ward there, but not called.
I saw that called a couple times in the Archmere Caesarani game the other day.
They've been calling a lot more this year. Now a shot, but does not change his eye level there, and that was right at the goalie. That was Benjamin Osborne, the midfielder. And now Archmere's goalie going to go all the way down the field here.
Well, the other day against Caesarani, Craig, they had trouble clearing the ball. So maybe something new in the game plan for the coach to have the goalie go up and take it out there. But they were able to finally get it.
Just doing it himself, going to walk it right in. Now Archmere settling their offense. They run a very patient offense. It is based on set pieces. And there's Hagenberg up top, who's just honored as one of the senior captains. Kaczynski, he's going to dodge with the ball, and he takes a shot and he scores. Quick dodge, and then the lefty shot, and it goes in, and he's pumped up. And Kaczynski gets the first goal of this game.
Yeah, on Thursday, Craig, they were down 3-0 in the first 2 minutes of the game. Not today here. They get the first goal.
Now the face-off specialist for both teams out there. Number 5, Kyle Sullivan. for Friends. And number 9, Kieran Lardy, as I can't read, for Archmere. And Archmere wins this face-off.
That's going to be the key today, Craig, is these face-offs. Both teams very good in the face-off circle.
Now here's Quinn Duncan.
He had a great game the other day against Caesar Rodney.
And that is Carter Kwiatowski. As a Archmere graduate and alumni myself, I am offended by all these difficult names that are very similar to Laskowski. I figured they'd give me something easy to say, but now theirs are just as difficult as mine. Here we go, Archmere dodge it from the corner. Back to X, but that's Kwiatowski. Back up top to Duncan. Duncan wearing his brother's old number. Steps in, dodges right, goes back left, back right, and then he's pushed off the ball by Sullivan. He still has the ball in his possession, but now finally loses it. Ooh, took a heavy hit there. And now they're having trouble clearing, and there's going to have to be a timeout called in. I think they're trying to say that they didn't call timeout, and Coach Duncan's like, nah, we were letting that play out. Yeah, you don't really call timeout when you have the ball down at X. Now, they were trapped a little bit, and I certainly thought they were calling timeout, which is why I said it, but they're saying that they did not call timeout.
I think he's arguing about a call.
Oh, maybe the hit.
Yeah, because he went and asked the other official.
We're along for the ride with you, everyone here. So
he wants a foul.
Yeah, you guys are learning about this in real time with us. Coach Duncan not happy here. And he's getting an explanation from the referee crew. I'm not sure. I still think it was a timeout issue, but we will see. All right, well, we don't have clarification on that, but we'll find out. Guess we'll find out what that was. You might not get an answer until halftime. Once again, thank you for joining us. Craig Laskowski here with Jason Winchell and Mike Lang. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday morning. Archmere restarts, and they're going to start from X. Looking for a cutter, but kind of a sloppy standstill, flat-footed pass. And Friends is going to come the other way. Quasi-fast break, but a good play there.
That's a great check right there.
Yeah, that was Henry Hahn on the check. Now Archmere will move it back to X again. 7 minutes remaining in this first period. Kuzinski over to Duncan. Everyone will clear out.
Yeah, both teams will be patient on the offensive side of the ball.
Archmere just standing flat-foot right now as they get their offense moving. They're very prone to set pieces. They run a lot of set plays rather than individual dodges. Now they're just going to play catch-up there. It's Kwiatowski, and now he's going to go left. That's number 13 on your screen in white. Once again, Archmere wearing white, Friends wearing navy. A passing attempt tipped.
We see a flag. flag down, I think, Craig.
Yeah, right here at midfield. Just happened a while ago. And now looks like Archmere will get the first EMO opportunity of the game.
These are the ones you have to take advantage of. Just get that first extra man up.
Now the ref, his hand up waiting, and play will resume. And Archmere will be on the EMO. It's Hagenberg to start with it. He's just going to swing it around to Duncan. And they're just going to play catch right now as they have Kaczynski planted at X. Duncan on the far wing. They're just swinging it right now, just a full cycle. Then the cut, and they lulled them to sleep, and I think that's exactly what the plan was there, just a lulling of the defense to sleep, and then Duncan popped right through there as the cutter and got an easy goal to put Archmere ahead 2-0.
That was a great play. Like you said, Craig, they've really put them to sleep, and a nice backdoor cut. The Hawks go up 2-0 here early in this one. We're about halfway through.
Now for the face-off. Another violation going to be called here. This time, yeah, this time on Friends going the opposite way.
So now both teams with a face-off violation in this one.
And legal procedure there, and the ball will go the other way. So far, some sloppy play by both teams. But Archmere with the first two on the board. And now Friends will try to get it set up.
Yeah, Friends haven't had much possession time. They had won the opening face-off, and that was about it as far as possession. So this possession here is key for them. They need to try and get on the board if they can. Like I said, they're going to be very patient on offense. They're not a team that's not going to score many goals.
And here's Benjamin Osborne. Start their offense up top. He's their offensive midfielder. This is Matthew McKenzie with the ball right now. And then on the near side right here in front of you, Reese Butler.
For the first time in 5 years, there's not a Winchell on this Friends team.
Very true. Ooh, stolen by Archmere and going the other way is Ryan Hagenberg. He just turned on the afterburners and was flying there. And then Quinn Duncan, once again, trying to set up the offense. I believe that's number 3, Caden Cresson with the ball. Dodging a long pole, and he beats his long pole. He's got a shot, and he gets it right on net, but in the feet of the goaltender, and Friends will go the other way. Long stick midi coming in, and he's going to shoot it, and a nice save there by the goaltender, Brenna.
That was quick transition from the Quakers there.
Very quick transition with the long pole coming, too.
And like you said, you normally don't see the long pole shoot it.
Oh, and that was a save there by Brenna, but then it bounced off of his stick and into the net. It's almost like it bounced straight down and behind him into the net, and a bit of a fluky goal there, but Friends gets on the board with 3:46 remaining in the first.
They'll take it. But you're right. Great save, and like you said, kind of fluky. Went off. It looked like his stick or something.
Yeah, it like bounced straight down. ball's coming our way, but it'll be Archmere's possession. 3:37 remaining in this first quarter. 2-1, Archmere Academy. Here comes Hagenberg, trying to find his way into the box to start the Auks offense. Oh, and he gets tripped from behind with possession. That couldn't have felt good as he goes down hard there, but that'll be a flag on the play. And I believe number 25, Cooper Strauss, the defensive midfielder for the, I'm sorry, that's 55, Evan Van Sickle. Usually an attackman, but he'll be serving the penalty.
30-second man up.
30-second EMO for the Auks. And they'll start it from the wing. Last time we saw them with this very slow, methodical play and catch, and then had a few quick cutters from the top. Oh, and there's Hagenberg just walking in, but he bounced that one a little too close in front of him, and it bounces over the net. Archmere will reset from X. Swinging it around, there's Duncan up top. To Hagenberg, back to Duncan. Now they're going to start their offense, and a great save there by the Quakers goalkeeper. And that should do it for the penalty. Should only be a few seconds remaining. And it is released. And now Friends trying to start their offense with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here. In front of us here, number 24, Nash Maheshwari. Tell you what, they're really making me work with these names today.
Yes, they are.
And being as my last name is Laskowski, I'm allowed to complain about last names that I can't pronounce. Now here comes Brenna the other way. Jay, you talked about the clearing, and so far that hasn't been much of a problem for Archmere.
No, it's much better than CR would cause them all kinds of. Of course, CR had trouble clearing the ball too. I think both teams.
Now there's Jonah Kuzinski holding the ball up top with 90 seconds remaining in this quarter. There's Jack King, steps into the box for the Auks. He's going to dodge left. Come back up top. And get it to Duncan. Duncan, top of the box. He's going to be pushed left, and he'll go left. And he works his way in and scores. What a power move there by Duncan.
That was nice. Like you said, Craig, that was all power.
Worked his way in there as he had a long pole on him the entire time. Was being pushed left, went left. Was able to use his shoulder, elevate over the top, pop it in the top corner there. We have ourselves a 3-1 ball game with 1 minute remaining in the first. Now we have a different face-off guy in there, Mason Lehman, the senior for the Auks. And he promptly loses that face-off to Kyle Sullivan, who then sets up the offense for Friends, and that ball's thrown away. And as it's not a shot, it'll go the other way to the Auks. And the goalie, Brenna, will take it up.
Archmere can hold this most of their last quarter and take a 3-goal lead if they can convert. Really not much pressure shown by Friends with this Archmere clear.
Not at all. And now we're going to have a don't know. No one had possession, so there shouldn't have been a timeout able to be called.
Nobody had possession, but they signaled a timeout.
Unless they're gonna,
Yeah,
unless they're gonna just say that the timeout was called before possession.
Yeah, I think it should be Friends' ball. Archmere did not have possession. Duncan tried to get one fast on the.
There's been a couple weird plays here in this first quarter. Has us scratching our head. But apparently it's just a turnover. Friends has the ball now, and here they come. Defensive pull. That was, let's see, number 10, John Mashawari. I'm going to get that name right at halftime. I have to figure it out because there's two players on the team with the same last name. And one of them has the ball right now. And he scored. Of course he scored. Right there. When I was saying I was having trouble pronouncing his name. But a great goal. And it was with a defensive.
I was saying, that's a long stick.
It's a long pole. He dodged with the long pole. You figure he would have switched off, but he looked pretty good handling that long pole there. And again, I'll get a pronunciation confirmation, but John Mashawari.
And with 3 seconds left, too. So, Archmere had a chance with possession to go up 3. They turned the ball over, did not get the timeout in time, and Friends comes back and cuts it to 1.
Pretty much as bad as it could have gone. Now we'll have a face-off with 3 seconds remaining. Sullivan cleanly wins that one and launches it. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. A very adventurous first quarter, but a fun one, as it is 3-2. We're going to take a short break, get some technical issues dealt with here, and we'll be right back.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide
Welcome back to Claymont, Delaware, here on the campus of Archmere Academy. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday morning. Very nice Saturday morning here. A little overcast, but low 60s, good temperature here. I'm Craig Laskowski here with Jason Winchell and Mike Lang on camera. And we have Friends and Archmere Academy locked in a 3-2 battle right now as Archmere gave up a late goal at the end of that first quarter. And as a result, only a one-goal game to a game that Archmere really controlled the play in the first quarter.
Kind of what I expected there, low scoring. First quarter of action.
Now Archmere wins the face-off, gets the clean exit there by Dean Sheehan. We'll get it over here to Caden Cressong, and Cressong will start from the corner, get it over to Duncan. Duncan, the long lefty pass all the way across to Hagenberg. And here's Nicholas Rafter, the junior, who's got the shorty matchup, and he's going to try to dodge on him. Nothing there. And they're going to swing it all the way around to X. Cressong's at X. He's going to try to dodge the long pole. Nothing there, so he goes back. Duncan at X. Once again, very patient offense here by the Hawks. As Maheshwari, who scored the goal earlier, now playing strong defense. But Archmere comes up with the ball. Kaczynski somehow holds on to the ball. Maheshwari playing great defense on him. Back up top to Cressong. Duncan back at X, but they decide to reverse. And King goes back up top to Hagenberg. Very prodding offense here by the Hawks. Cressong, spin move, trying to get to his left. He does, and that ball goes in and out. What a shot by Cressong there.
Yeah, he rifled that one, and like you said, that went in and out so fast that I think a lot of people didn't think it was in, but it was.
Yeah, we have a perfect angle here. We're going right down the goal line, and that ball pops right in there. Now we have a 4-2 ball game with 10:17 remaining in this second period. A couple fluky goals that we've seen so far here.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's
Archmere hasn't won the last few face-offs.
that time they did get the timeout.
Yeah, that time they had possession and they are allowed to call timeout there. And Archmere will take a timeout here with 10:10 remaining in the second period.
This is the start Archmere wanted after struggling in the opening few minutes against Cesar Rodney on Thursday. They had a great comeback after, but it just fell short. They lost 10-8.
Yeah, that game was a bummer for the Hawks, who were looking to move up in the rankings against a quality team like CR. We've talked about it before. It seems like boys lacrosse in the state of Delaware sometimes is the Salesianum Open, as they're just so dominant that it becomes Salesianum versus Cape every year, and then usually Archmere Friends and CR right on the outside, as they are this year again. But that's that Salesianum team, just a dominant faction they have over there. Now Coach Duncan over here, we're real close to the huddle, and you can see he's fired up, he's passionate. So he certainly is seeing something and had something to say about it.
Craig, the lacrosse seating meeting will be next Saturday morning at 9 a.m. We'll know where all 16 teams are. We'll be seated in the tournament. But right now, Friends is fighting for a 2 seed. They were tied with Cape in my latest projections. Archmere, on the other hand, they were down below 10, so they have a few tough games remaining that will give them some bonus points.
Yeah, Archmere having, by their standards, definitely a down season, as they're usually up there in the top 5. But despite all the seniors on their team, a young starting core. And now they're going to swing it around. Up top, Hagenberg, the senior. Now trying to get their offense set up. King takes it up top. Duncan on the near side wing. He'll take possession. Swing it down to Cressong. Back to Duncan. Offense starts to move now. Moving it quicker. Cressong and Duncan both calling for it. I think they both want to maybe take a long shot there. Nothing doing. Back to Hagenberg. Top to Rafter. Duncan. Cressong just moving the ball. Now they got Wyatt Beakley, the attackman, underneath there. I think was supposed to pop up a little more, and he didn't. That's why you heard Coach Duncan calling for it. But on the other side, a great save. Great save there.
That's another one where Friends went on a quick transition down there. What a great save.
Great save by Brenna. Now, Wyatt's going to carry it behind. It's Wyatt Beakley. And now a double team there by Friends, and they're able to pop the ball loose. And again, they have a very quick clear, to your point, Jason. And there they go. A long pole clear. He's got a shot. He's got to take it, and he misses. That was number 55, Evan Van Sickle. He had a clear shot and just couldn't get it in there. Now a great play by Brenna again. And Cressong here calling for the ball. Archmere's going to have to step into the box here with Kaczynski. There's Hagenberg to Duncan. Duncan going to dodge the long pole, getting the defense to slide. Double team comes. He holds on to the ball. Back to Duncan. And they're going to move it all the way back up top to Hagenberg. He's got the shorty matchup. He's going to dodge. He's just going to go straight through. Nothing there, so he goes to X. And here's Duncan again. He's going to try to dodge the long pole. Double team coming, looking for the open man. Ball's out. And Friends possesses. Nothing doing there. Another patient offensive possession for Archmere. No goal there. But a great clear, again, by Friends. A quick clear, and they're going the other way. Right to the net, and they score. Great shot there by number 24. That was Nash Maheshwari. They got one on offense and one on defense, and they're both scoring.
I'll tell you what, they go from defense to offense in a hurry, Craig.
Their transition is pretty insane how quick it is. They obviously know where they want to go with the ball. You can tell they're well practiced in the clear because it is tic-tac-toe down the field, and they move quick. Their transition offense is something to behold.
Yeah, it was, and again, great transition. And we're gonna have a timeout before the face-off.
Yeah, not sure who called timeout there, but it wouldn't surprise me if it were the Hawks because they've been dominating play and yet cannot stop this transition of the Quakers, and they're only up by one with 6:50 remaining in the second quarter.
Now, Archmere had a couple chances to go up 3. We couldn't convert, and Friends takes that quick transition down there and buries it to make it a one-goal game again. So far, no lead's been bigger than 2.
We've had a lot of timeouts here in the first half as well.
That was Archmere's. That was the 4th they tried to call. I think 2 got rescinded in that first quarter because they didn't have possession.
Yeah, a couple
or
weird.
Didn't want it timeout the one time.
Yeah, a couple weird timeout snafus there. Now they'll come back out on the field.
Like I said earlier, these face-offs have been key today, and they've been pretty much even throughout the game in face-offs.
Yeah, they've been even. Sullivan has been taking most of the face-offs for the Quakers, while it's been, I think there's been 2 or 3 different people for the Hawks taking a face-off. Number 9, Kieran, I want to say it's Iardi. I don't know if that's an L or an I. I must apologize. They're really making me work today. And then that's Kyle Sullivan for the Quakers, and he's been excellent. And here we go. We got a stalemate, and Sullivan comes out of there but can't exit. Nobody possessing the ball yet. Still down. And the ball goes out of bounds with no possession. So Friends will take it, as Archmere was the last to touch it. Benjamin Osborne steps into the box. Gets it over to McKenzie. McKenzie, the midfielder, setting up the offense. It's back up top to Nash Maheshwari, who just scored the goal. All the way across the field. Ooh, the turf monster got him. And now Brenna will try to clear it for the Auks. Unfortunate little slip there by Reese Butler, the attackman by the Quakers, and the turnover.
That turf monster proved to be a great defense there for Archmere.
Oh, and now stolen. Turf helping out the Quakers now. And back the other way, a shot, and he lost his stick, too. It was number 25, Cooper Strauss, defensive midfielder. Shot that thing so hard he let go of his stick. Now all the way downfield, great clear there. Brenna has just been really tossing it well today. And now they're going to set it up. That's Jack King, number 16 up top. There's Quinn Duncan near side, coming into your living room here. And now Cressong trying to dodge the long pole, trying to get the players to slide. What a jump shot there. A really quick jump shot by Cressong there. As you can, we're right along the goal line, so you can just see how quick he snaps that shot off. Now Duncan will restart the offense. They're going to run a motion offense here. Got King at X. Cressong on the wing. He's going to dodge. Can't get inside leverage. And he loses the ball. He's got it back. That's great defense there by Owen Strauss, number 21 for the Quakers. And now Nicholas Rafter for the Auks, looking for something. And he'll go all the way across. Now that's King at X. All the way back up top. That's number 27 for Mosa, the first time he's been in the game today. And then here's Carter Kwiatkowski. He's got the short pole. He's able to dodge and shoot, but he shoots wide. But it'll stay with the Auks. He had the shorty matchup there, and he was able to expose it and get the quality scoring opportunity. Now here's Rafter. Right here in front of the camera, in your living room. And he's at X. He's going to carry it all the way over. Jack King gets it back up top to David Wooten. And now here's Caden Cressong, who scored the last goal for the Auks, trying to dodge a long pole again. That's proving futile, as then he just takes an underhand shot. Possession will stay with the Auks, as Nicholas Rafter was chasing behind. Now he's at X. He's got John Maheshwari on him, who scored a goal earlier with that long pole. But, man, he got that bottom hand, and that's what happens. Great effort there by Duncan to almost save that ball, too.
He almost got it. He jumped up in the air, but
I say it all the time, especially when I'm doing color. When you hit a bottom hand like that, that means you got a good bottom hand check when that ball flies up like that. Another missed opportunity there by the Quakers, but I think possession will stay with Friends. 2:50 remaining in this 4-3 one-goal matchup right now between the Auks and the Quakers. Archmere Academy versus Friends. Now Friends trying to tie this game up. Archmere has not been able to solve the Friends defense. and they're only leading by 1 goal despite dominating possession.
It hasn't been tied since 0-0 in the first 2 minutes of the game, so the Quakers looking to get back even here.
That's Matt McKenzie over there, number 20 on the side, trying to start the offense for Friends, but right now, Archmere completely walling off Nash Maheshwari. They're not letting him touch the ball. So they're going to have to try something else. This is Reese Butler dodging. He gets past the long pole. He shoots. And I think that's a goal. In and out. And that's going to tie the game at 4. We've had a couple of in and out goals today. Normally with these types of nets, you don't see that. But we had a few that went in and out and were questionable. But no, they definitely both went in the net. And that is going to tie the game at 4. And a lot of dejected faces for the Hawks as they're thinking, what do we got to do? But right now, Friends just playing their game, playing strong defense, good transition offense, being patient, and tied the ball game. Right now, Friends is really playing a good brand of lacrosse. And now Archmere trying to get possession. They do. As you can hear Coach Duncan telling Dean Sheehan carry behind. And now there's going to be a long pole here. And you'll see him run back to midfield, clear out, and they'll get another midi on. There we go. And now another midi can come on for the Hawks. It's going to be number 26 who now has the ball, Wyatt Beakley. He has a shorty matchup against Cooper Strauss, and he's going to try to take him one-on-one. Good play right inside. Perfect play, but a better save. Duncan had him dead to rights and just could not finish. And Archmere comes away empty-handed again.
Quakers looking for their first lead of the game, Craig.
Yes, they are. Oh, but now a giveaway by the Quakers. Although Noah Blessington couldn't corral that one. Nice little fake there by Brenna, but they're going to end up calling another timeout. They have an infinite number of timeouts, apparently. But as we said earlier, I think there were a couple timeouts that were rescinded. So the infinite timeout spree continues as Archmere calls this timeout with 21 seconds remaining in the second period, the first half, if you will. And it is a tie game, 4-4. It's been a bit of a strange game. But nonetheless, both teams playing their brand of lacrosse, and they're tied. We thought these two teams were very, very evenly matched. And so far, we've been right.
Yeah, we have. And we kind of expected a low-scoring game, and I think we're on pace. I thought if you could get 9 goals today, you'd probably win this one.
Yeah, and that's basically where we're at in a 4-4 game. Archmere, patient offense down here, haven't been able to get that 5th goal ever since they scored early in this period. And a golden opportunity there by Quinn Duncan with a perfect pass by Cressong. And all he had to do was just make the finish, and he shot it right into his chest. And that's a bummer when you have a grade A chance like that and you can't convert. And now we have a 4-4 game, but on the other side, Friends taking advantage of all of their opportunities. They're not really, when they get a chance, they're not really missing the net. They're putting it on Zidane Brenna, and it's been an efficient game, I think is the word I'm looking for Friends. They've been playing a very efficient brand of ball today. Now we have 21 seconds left in this first half. Duncan will try to get something going. What you don't want to do is turn the ball over and give up a transition goal, because we've seen how good Friends transition is. Oh, good pass to Cressong, and he scores! What a perfect play out of the timeout. And Archmere will go up 5-4.
Great play design after the timeout, Craig. You called it, and what a great shot.
Yeah, they went quick into their offense. Good cut there by Cressong, and boom, top corner. They get the lead with 8 seconds remaining now. Going to try to hold off Friends for 8 seconds and see if the Hawks can take a 1-goal lead into this halftime. Eight seconds remaining. We're going to have another illegal procedure on Archmere, but they pointed to the attackman. Yeah, that was interesting. 6 seconds remaining. They're going to have to run right in. 3, 2, 1. Ball's down, and that will be the end of the first half of a very interesting and exciting first half of lacrosse. But the difference is that final goal with 8 seconds remaining will keep Archmere up by 1 goal, 5-4, going into halftime. Once again, thank you for joining us here in the 302 Sports Network. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back for the second half.
I think I've always do something like this. He did not want to do active duty because he wants to do college first. I think that was the biggest thing for him, instead of waiting and then doing college after.
One of the differences I noticed when he came back from basic training, he was more organized in how he was going about things a little bit. I know he commented that a lot of things his classmates would do that it didn't bother him before, but now he realizes, because he's been outside of high school, I think maybe he's a little more responsible.
He's thinking about his future a lot more. He talks about it and the different possibilities. And he mentioned the ROTC program as well. And he said, I could graduate as an officer. And so I was kind of excited when he mentioned that he could do that as well.
I would just tell people, if their son or daughter was considering the National Guard, that I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's something that can really help somebody grow. And at the same time, you're serving your country, which is a great thing too. So I think it's a good opportunity.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Turn your vision into a reality with Capstone Homes Design Center, bringing personalization, luxury, and quality all into one location, where you'll meet with our certified design consultant that'll show you exactly what you're choosing, so you can make the best choice for you when designing your new home. From first home to vacation houses, we build and design homes for everyone. Set up your appointment now and design your dream home today at Capstone Homes.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Matt's Fish Camp has 3 locations, all conveniently located on Route 1 in Lewis, Bethany Beach, and Fenwick Island. Matt serves fresh seafood, coastal classics, and Sussex County comfort food. With an array of camp cocktails, craft ales, and a carefully selected wine list, there's something for everyone on the menu. Matt's is the place you can bring your family for dinner, grab lunch during the week, or hang with friends at happy hour. Each location offers unique outdoor dining and a raw bar featuring fresh, local oysters. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Stop into Matt's Fish Camp in Lewis, Bethany, or Fenwick.
Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
The Clubhouse at Baywood is a full-service restaurant and premier wedding and event venue in coastal Delaware. Located just a few miles from Lewis and Rehoboth Beach, this all-inclusive venue features breathtaking views, stunning indoor and outdoor spaces, and a team of professionals to help you plan your dream wedding. From our in-house florist to our award-winning culinary team, we will take care of everything, making sure your day will be one to remember. Reach out today to schedule your tour at Baywood.
From Fenwick Island to Middletown, Surf Bagel is your go-to spot for fresh baked bagels and good vibes. We're open daily from 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., serving up breakfast and lunch favorites like our specialty wraps, made-to-order salads, tasty smoothies, and locally roasted coffee. Be sure to check out our iconic merch, the perfect way to wear the beach life wherever you go. Dine in and enjoy the beach atmosphere, or grab your order to go and hit the road.
Welcome back to Claymont, Delaware. We're on the campus of Archmere Academy. So we have the second half about to be underway between Archmere and Friends. This one, 5-4, tied up until there was 8 seconds left in that first half. And Caden Cressong put in the goal to put them ahead by 1. The players will take the field, and we're going to have a heck of a second half. Thanks for joining us here at 302 Sports. I'm Craig Leskowski here with Jason Winchell and Mike Lang on camera. It's a nice Saturday morning for lacrosse here in Delaware as we wrap up this lacrosse season and try to go strong into the postseason for the playoffs. We know Jason Winchell will go down into his bunker and get all of those points, every micro point for this lacrosse setup, lacrosse state tournament setup, excuse me.
Yeah, like I said, Craig, that will come out next Saturday morning at some time, and I'm looking forward to it. This could be a huge 4-point win here for Archmere today if they can beat Friends. Friends is already locked in to finish the season over 700 with their 11 wins already. Friends finishes the year at Caesar Rodney next Friday, while Archmere's at Kate next Friday.
Here's the face-off, and once again, Kyle Sullivan continues to be dominant in the face-off circle. However, Archmere not letting him exit.
This is going to be a key ground ball.
Looks like Jack King came up with it for the Auks, and he's going to take it around. He's going to take it around to X and set up the offense here. Oh, a missed pass there by Hagenberg. You don't really see that from him too often. He's very sure-handed, and he's going to step out of the box, get it up there to Kaczynski.
He did a great job of regrouping and picking up the ball.
Absolutely. Did not panic. It's very easy to panic in that situation. Now Kaczynski's going to dodge. Looking for a pass. Ball's down now. And Friends will come the other way. Here's that dangerous transition offense of the Quakers. A shot goes over, and that'll go to Archmere. As Brenna beat his man to the end line, and now we're going to have a...
I thought we had a flag down. Did we?
I don't believe so.
I thought we did on the slash.
Oh, you're right. I do see somebody putting a flag back in his pocket. Good eye. I certainly did not see that. That's going to be a 1-minute penalty for slashing. And Friends will go EMO with a prime opportunity here to tie the game early in the second half. And they're going to swing the ball around, trying to get something going. Looks very similar to Archmere's EMO offense right now. Just swinging the ball. Maheshwari, who has the last goal. Now that's Reese Butler. Down to Osborne. Oh, and Osborne throws the ball away. Just kind of a flat-footed, lackadaisical pass there. And that one gives Archmere a great opportunity to try to kill off this penalty, as there's still about 30 seconds remaining on the penalty. Brenna will just walk it up himself. Got to make sure someone stays back if he crosses that line. Great little flip pass there by Brenna. And that's Owen Cates, who finally gets it to Quinn Duncan. Quinn Duncan They're man down. And, oh, what an interception there by Maheshwari. It's John Maheshwari. Both of them had a great game. And now intercepted back by Duncan. Duncan can't believe he still has it. Now we got a flag down for a hit to the head.
It's like a hot potato here.
I know.
Start this third quarter. Nobody wants it.
The ball just thrown back and forth. I don't think I've seen so many interceptions in a short period of time. And now Archmere's penalty will release as they're going to get a penalty of their own now. They're going to get an EMO of their own. EMO for the unindoctrined is extra man on. It's basically like a power play in lacrosse. And now that penalty will take place, and Archmere will get the EMO in response to Friends' EMO that they just had. And I took off my coat because I was warm, and now I'm cold. So,
well, the sun did come out for
like a second there.
2 seconds at halftime, and then
I was like, oh, it's nice. And the clouds are back out, and I'm going to need to put a hoodie back on.
You and I have been looking at the forecast all week. You know,
oh, yeah.
We saw 20%, 40% chance of rain. We need this rain to hold off.
Yeah, they were saying 1 p.m. the rain is headed our way, so we're hoping it holds off. Certainly is going to rain. I can feel it in my back. As Archmere works it around. Patient offense. Cressong passes through. Working it around. King all the way back up to Cressong, but that ball hits the ground. And now Friends trying to run out this penalty with their transition offense. But ball down again.
Neither team taking advantage of their extra man up here to start this third quarter.
Not at all. And now Van Sickle beats his man clean. I'm not sure what was going on there, but a goal by Friends, as there was definitely a miscommunication over here with Nicholas Rafter from the Auks, who thought he was coming off the field. Instead, his man walks in clean and scores a goal. Definitely a miscommunication, but Friends takes advantage and ties this game at 5.
Wow, you know, that's unbelievable. Again, the defense, the offense, the miscommunication. And the Quakers get I don't know if the penalty had expired or not, but if not, it was a man-down goal.
Now Sullivan, again, winning the initial face-off, this time able to get possession, but Archmere not really letting them exit. And now they're going to go backwards, but they're going to be pressed for time to get it over the end line. I'm sorry, the half line, and they do.
Now they have to get in the box, which they did.
Yeah, Maheshwari, very capable long stick midfielder. Very capable handling the ball.
Quakers looking for their first lead of the game, Craig, coming here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they scored their previous goal on a bit of a defensive assignment fluke, and now that's going to be, it's going to be an offsides.
Over and back.
Yeah, and Archmere will take the ball. A lot of turnovers in this game. Now Quinn Duncan get the ball to Cressong. Cressong with, man, he's just got such a quick snapshot. Now we're back up top to Hagenberg. He steps it in the box. Archmere looking to get that lead back. Hagenberg up top right now, just playing catch with Jack King. Back to Hagenberg again. Hagenberg thought he had an opening, decides against it. They continue to swing it. That's King on the wing. Cressong up back. Oh, and he throws it away. And now we're going to get another offsides. He touched it before it came over the end line. And another turnover in what has been a game full of them. And that's Reese Butler waiting for his short stick to get on the field. It's Benjamin Osborne. And Osborne gets the ball in. They've yet to step it into the box. But Osborne setting up as if he's going to dodge a long pole, but now he'll just swing it. And that's Van Sickle just going in like a tank, looking for a shot. Oh, no one's going to stop him, and he's going to walk in and score. What an effort by Van Sickle. A one-man effort all the way to the net. I don't even think he switched hands from the right, from the far left to the far right, and he scores. And now Friends takes a one-goal lead.
Their first lead of the game comes here in the third quarter. But what a move, and he did a great job of holding that ball in the cradle and like you said, just dodging.
He just, yeah, and at one point, I don't even think it was a dodge. It was just like a bully. He just bullied his way all the way through to the net. Archmere's defense could not get the ball out of there, and he just walks it right in and scores. Nothing Brennan could do about that. And now Friends with a 6-5 lead. Archmere takes possession. We're going to get a full line change here. Waiting for let's say waiting for the last midfielder to step in, but looks like they've changed everyone they want to change now. And that's number 26, Wyatt Beakley, who's got the shorty matchup. He dodges. That should force the slide. But can't find the open man. He's still got the shorty matchup. Now he's got the shorty matchup up top. That's Nicholas Rafter. Cressong trying to dodge from behind. Tripped up a little bit, but I think that might have been the turf monster again. And now Friends will start their transition offense. Coming down the other way. Matt McKenzie with the pass. Van Sickle will pick it up. Last time he had the ball, he just tanked his way through. And right now, Friends has the Archmere defense all out of sorts. Wide open underneath. Just a missed assignment there by Dean Sheehan, and Friends scores again. 7-5. 2-goal lead now for the Quakers.
3-0 this quarter for Friends, too. They've really taken control of this third quarter. And another long stick goal. You normally don't see a long stick, especially when they set up the offense. They'll normally back out and bring a short stick in, but...
And I think that's what's confusing Archmere a little bit, is that they're keeping the long poles there, and their typical switch defense isn't there. But right now, the defense for Archmere all out of sorts, as that was clearly just a backdoor cut by Dean Sheehan, number 7. Probably should have covered, not to single him out. And now it's 7-5. Friends, a 3-0 spurt by the Quakers in this period. And Archmere's got some work to do. And a little more confusion. The referees, been a bit of an adventure today. And we're waiting on an explanation. We'll try to get it to you when we have one. Referees going over to explain it to the Friends coaching staff. And Archmere will take the ball at midfield. And Hagenberg will start with the ball. Throws it into the feet of Kaczynski there. Now they'll start it at the wing. Jack King waiting for the offense to get set. All the way back up top. Ooh, Duncan walled off there. He doesn't get the ball. Beakley gets it. Now Duncan has it. Over to King. King on the wing. Back to Duncan. He's going to play catch with King now. Cressong playing X. There's Beakley again. Gets it up. Back to King. Oh, there we go. The nice give and go to Kaczynski. He sneaks in there and pops it in the top corner. And just like that, Archmere's within one.
Another well-designed play for the Hawks.
They just have this patient offense of being able to lull you to sleep, and then all of a sudden there's a back cutter that beats you. Not as direct as Friends' offense. They'll just go right at you. Ooh, wind picking up here.
I noticed that the other day when they were down by CR, 2 goals in the final 3 minutes. The coach is like, yep, we have to pick up the pace. We're down 2.
Yeah.
But they are a very patient offensive team.
And that is the problem. They don't really have a quick strike ability. They're very patient offense, and that's how they got to play their game. And when they need goals in a hurry, they have trouble getting them. But right now, they only need 1 goal to tie this game. And Jack King trying to get it over to Duncan, and he does. And now running in is Hagenberg. He's still got the ball amongst the trees. Goes through about 4 defenders. Makes it out the other side somehow. And now that ball goes out of the back. Yeah, it looks like it goes out of the back. Cressong couldn't handle it. And now Friends will clear. Mahashwari, who's been very sure-handed and continues to be. Although that ball's down.
Yeah, it was good. That was a good stick check.
All the way back. Yeah, that's going to be a 10-second clear violation. So they could not get it past the midline in time, and Archmere will take over at the midline with a chance to tie this ball game. Hagenberg will step it into the box, and he'll start the offense for the Hawks. He's going to take it behind to X, and they're going to set up motion from behind there. He's going to dodge himself, try to take it one-on-one, but a good check there by Friends. And that ball goes flying out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Hawks. Here's Kaczynski, who scored the previous goal for the Hawks. Over to Duncan. And there's Hagenberg. Hagenberg with the dodge. He had a double team on him, but couldn't find the open man. And now here's Kaczynski. Flips it over to Duncan. Back to Kaczynski. And here's that patience that we spoke of. As they lull you into a false sense of security. And then try to get those back cutters running through. But right now, setting up. And here comes Beakley. He's got a shot. He's going to take it, but he's hit, and I believe a flag is down, as well as a Friends defenseman. So we got a lot going on this play here. As Nicholas Rafter will come back onto the field for the Hawks. We'll try to get you that information on the penalty shortly. All right, and that's going to be a 1-minute cross-check is the information we were given. Thank you there, Mike Lang. And it'll number 24 with the penalty, Nash Mahashwari, the midfielder for Friends. And now Archmere. Shot goes wanting out the side, so they'll take it out on the wing with about 45 seconds remaining on the penalty. They'll have an extra man opportunity here trying to tie the game. Right now, playing catch. Ooh, good active stick there by the Friends defense, causing a little bit of commotion. Oh, now Friends going the other way. They're down a man, but they got, almost snuck it in there. Archmere's defense once again. But that will do it for the end of this period. The score 7-6 in favor of the Quakers, who had a great period of lacrosse there, and Archmere's got some work to do going into the fourth period. But we'll bring that to you right after these messages. Thank you for watching 302 Sports.
Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our service.
Academy, as we are coming in for a landing in this fourth quarter. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday morning. I'm Craig Leskowski here with Jason Winchell and Mike Lang as we have a 7-6 ball game here in favor of the Friends Quakers. Archmere will start this period. Actually, no, this will be a face-off to start this period. My apologies.
Yep, because no one had possession. The ball went out of bounds.
Correct.
As the time expired.
Correct. So we'll have a face-off, even though there's an extra man on for Archmere. So we'll see if the Hawks can tie this game or if Friends holds on for the win. Here we go. Great win and exit there for the Hawks. Now they got I was going to say they have like a little mini fast break there with the EMO off the face-off. Only a few seconds remaining on that EMO opportunity for the Auks. There's Duncan.
Even.
And now they're even, and Duncan was a little caught off guard by that, but the man was coming from midfield, and Duncan just winds up and fires, and that's going to stay with the Auks. Very close there, as Owen Strauss was closing in quickly on Caden Cressong. And now he'll start with the ball. The quick lefty, he's going to try to drive in. He's going to cut back, spin move, trying to get back to his left. A jumping shot and a great save there by the goaltender. By Friends, I don't think we've given him enough love today. The senior Ethan Lukic. Thank you, Mike. Lukic. And I jinxed him as he promptly throws it out of bounds. It's the old announcer's jinx. And now Cressong will walk the ball in, touches it into the box. Jack King on the other side at X. He's going to bring it all the way back up top to the formation. Gets it over to Kaczynski. Kaczynski wants to go left, but he's being guarded. He's being double-teamed now. He's going to have to get it away. He does. There should be one open man somewhere. It gets back to X. Cressong trying to dodge. Nothing there. Almost steps into the crease, but he doesn't. And Archmere keeps their offense going. Prodding. Just prodding. And they get it over to Duncan. Duncan's going to take it straight in on the dodge. He wants to go left. He makes the pass. Underneath, but he's checked. And once again, Friends' defense holds. Lukic clears it by himself, basically, but then throws it away. That's the second time he's made a great clear and then tossed it away. And the Auks will get possession back on their side of the field.
Craig, he did all the work and then just kind of passed it away.
Exactly. He did all the great work, all the hard work, and then threw it away. Now he's going to carry back to X. That's Wyatt Beakley. Archmere gets it over to Cressong. 9 minutes remaining in this fourth period. He's going to take it straight in himself, cut back. He wants to get to the left. Can't get that overhand shot, as that was a great stick check there by Owen Strauss, number 21 of Friends. And that is just an eye-level to eye-level shot. Not very promising shot there by Nick Rafter. And now Friends will try to pick up the ball.
I was going to say, when he picks it up, I might call timeout.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
They also haven't established themselves in the box yet.
I would call timeout.
And I'm not sure if it's a timeout or a turnover. I believe we have a timeout. Good call there, Jay.
Now, Craig, if they had like 2 seconds left to get it in, they still have 2 seconds left to get in, or does it reset after the timeout?
No, it will not reset after the timeout.
So whatever time they have left to get in the box, they will have to get in the box.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the time was. That's why.
Although they have it over the end line, so they should be fine. It shouldn't be an issue now because they have it over the midline. Excuse me. So it should be fine now. But they called timeout. They will have to establish possession in the box, but there's nothing going on where they need to physically be in the box, like a penalty or anything like that. End of quarter possession. But we do have our 302 sports chain, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Right now, tell you what, it's kind of a wide open race to who I'm even thinking of giving this to. it will all depend on who wins. But great games being had by multiple players. Yeah, Lukic has been great for the Quakers when he's needed to be, even though the Hawks don't shoot a lot. Even on the other side, Brenna has been very good, although he's given up a few weird ones that is more on his defense than him. Of course, we have Caden Cressong, who I hope we're pronouncing his name correctly again. But I'll just say that as a blanket statement for everybody today. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And Caden Cressong, I believe, has 2 or 3 goals today. So he's also a possible candidate for our 302 Sports Player of the Game.
Archmere had 5 goals in the first half. Only 1 here so far in the second half.
Yep. 1 goal in this second half thus far. And I'll tell you what, I'm kind of tempted to say, if it stays like this and Friends wins in this style, I'd say I could give the chain to the entire defense, because their defense has been exceptional. And now here's Van Sickle, who had that locomotive goal earlier.
I was going to say, that might have been the best goal I've seen.
I mean, here he goes again. Just puts his shoulder down like a locomotive, looking to shoot up top, but this time nothing there.
That was better defense by Archmere that time.
Yeah, powerful young man Van Sickle is. Evan Van Sickle, who's a sophomore. So we'll be hearing about him for a few years. Now Friends, 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and they have a 1-goal lead. They're going to want to try to milk as much clock as possible and also, of course, try to score. But both of these offenses very similar. They were trying to wall him off. They were trying to wall off Van Sickle. But he makes it in. There he goes again, bulldozing his way in. But this time, he stepped in the crease.
I'm just saying, I know we're a long way away, but I thought I saw a crease violation.
Yeah, and Brenna was all over that one. Zidane Brenna Z, as they call him. Now we have timeout Archmere as they stepped over the end line, so they'll get the ball at midfield after their timeout. A lot of stoppages today, a lot of timeouts.
Yeah. I think we've had more than 2.5, it just seems like.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'd say so. I think these refs are like, you want a timeout? Take one. But no, very good crew we've had here today on the lovely Archmere Academy campus. It's a wonderful campus. Certainly did not look like this when I went here. It was beautiful when I attended this school, but man, it looks. What's that? Oh yeah, the student center was built it was finished the year after I graduated, so I had to deal with all the construction, but I didn't get the student center. Yeah, theater was renovated. When I was here about 20 years ago, they did this beautiful weight room. Very, very, very nice weight room here. Good facilities all around. It's just every time I come here, I'm impressed with the improvements they make. Oh, the patio, of course. For those of you who don't know what the patio refers to, it's the mansion that's on the campus here of Archmere Academy, the old Raskob mansion, purchased back in the late 1800s and made into a school in the 30s. And it's beautiful. Proms are in there. Had my junior and senior prom in there. If you couldn't tell, I am a graduate of Archmere Academy.
They have a prom there tonight because that's why
they do.
The baseball game was moved.
I completely forgot. Yeah. You are correct. There is prom tonight. I think is it senior prom tonight or junior prom? It's a prom.
I just know it's a prom.
Yeah, we know there's a prom, as athletic director Nick Santa has told us. And thank you to Nick, who gives us basically anything we need when we're here on campus. Very generous. We appreciate all the athletic directors that take care of us when we're around. So thank you to Nick Santa for that. He's over at Frawley Stadium watching Archmere take on Friends in baseball. Now here comes Wyatt Beakley. He's got a shot, and he's going to take it. And another save by Lukic.
That's 4 saves in this quarter alone for him.
And some big saves to keep this game close. And then he makes the great outlet pass. 6 minutes remaining. Archmere down 1, and now we have a flag down. Looks like we got a hit to the helmet by Dean Sheehan. That's Reese Butler working on Sheehan there. We'll get the penalty call after Archmere possesses. But there is a flag down. Looks like it was for a hit to the head. Oh, now working through. Great shot there by Osborne. Now Osborne has the ball again. Whips it all the way across the field to Butler. Great pass. Now Butler. Oh, great save there by Brenner. We're seeing some great goaltending today.
Yeah, they're probably my 2 lead, right now, my 2 lead candidates for the Chains.
Yeah, most of the goals that Brenner has given up, sorry to throw the defense under the bus, but most of the goals have been defensive breakdowns, and, they've just been walk-in goals. So when he's had to make a 10-bell save, he's made them.
Absolutely.
And on the other side, Lukic as well.
Yeah, he's been especially big here in the 4th quarter. The Quakers can get a 2-goal lead here, Craig, with how patient Archmere's offense is. That could be huge.
Yeah, that could be it, because it takes Archmere so long to... Oh, my goodness. Wow, you don't see a goalie juke a defender out of their socks like Brenna just did. And now here comes Beakley. They're going to come in on a little miniature... They had a little miniature break there, but instead, Hagenberg's going to take it back up to the top of the formation and try to set something up.
I heard the coach say, take it back until we get even.
And now here comes Duncan, and he's going to go right to the dodge, switch back to his left. He's got a chance there, but he loses the ball. And it's scooped up by Friends. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Great job by the Quakers defense, Craig. He got through a couple people, but they just kept on throwing more at him and did a great stick check there.
Yeah, active sticks, good stick check, and a good clear here by the Friends. Oh, I was about to say good clear, but they got a little stuck there. And that's going to be 10 seconds as he rolled back and did not step over the line.
Kind of lost his footing a little bit. I know he didn't fall down, but...
Oh! And now Hagenberg had no idea the defender was right on him. Ball down, and we're starting to get some physicality here. But with 4 minutes remaining, Friends takes possession as Hagenberg did not see the defender crashing in on him. Lost his entire stick.
Another turnover by Friends.
Well, Friends turns it over again, giving Archmere life. Although with Archmere's offense, I don't know if 3 minutes and 45 seconds is enough to score a goal.
1 probably, 2. If Friends gets a 2-goal lead here.
Yeah, that's the problem. Archmere does not really have a quick strike offense. They're built on play design and set pieces. The only person that, Duncan has the ability to dodge, and so does Cressong, for sure. But against a defense like this Friends defense, they don't really have the offense, the quick strike offense. But
Remember,
they're able.
I said 8 might win this. Right now, 7's winning this.
Good pass there by Lukic. And now
turned it over again.
It's Maheshwari, who's normally very sure-handed, and they turn it over again. Just keep giving Archmere these opportunities when they could be running down the clock.
Friends has the lead. Hold on to the ball.
So that's going to be a push with possession.
Okay, so it's not a penalty?
No, that'll be a penalty.
Yeah, I was going to say that should be an extra man up.
Yeah, that'll be a 30-second EMO for a push from behind with possession. now Archmere will have an EMO opportunity with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. And Hagenberg will start with the ball, it appears. Except he's going to give it over to Rafter. King to Duncan, Duncan to King. And to Rafter. They're just going to swing it around. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Archmere down by 1, trying to tie the game. There's the fake flip by Rafter. Cressong up top to Duncan. Duncan down low to King, and he throws it away, but they're going to say that's a shot, and it'll stay with Archmere. I thought it was a pass, but
yeah, that's a fortunate break.
Looked like a pass to me, but
a pass that went over the goal, and that's probably why you got a shot on it.
And now we're even as the 30-second penalty's released. Nothing doing there for Archmere. Barely even got anything started. 2 minutes remaining. Duncan sets up, and he's going to dodge. One of the best defenders on Friends, Maheshwari. Whoa! A diving effort for Archmere, and it'll stay there. Wow. Heck of an effort there.
It really was.
They're going to give it to Cressong with just over 90 seconds remaining. Cressong, who's already got 3 in this game, he's got a shot there, and he takes the shot, and another save by Lukic, and he makes another low save. He's been just eating those low shots up all morning.
I think Friends has 1 timeout left if they want to use it.
Oh! A stick check to the head. And that one, he broke his stick on the helmet of the Friends player. That is something you do. And we talked about it when we did the Cape Sally's game. A lot of broken sticks this year. Yeah. And that one broke on the helmet of the, I think that was number 15.
I don't remember Archer ever touching that ball. Why did they blow it down? Friends is trying to kill the time. I'm with the Friends coach here.
It could be the headshot, could be the broken stick laying on the field.
Well, I've seen that before.
Yeah, we've seen them
for
just leave it
3.5
there.
4 minutes before they come off the field. This could be a major unreleasable.
There's been a lot of referee huddles.
Which I like.
Yeah.
I do like that.
I definitely appreciate that they get the call right. And let's see.
I thought I saw unreleasable, but I'm not sure. When they go like this, is that unreleasable?
Usually.
But I'm not sure. But I saw 1 minute.
I believe that is a non-releasable penalty, depending on what they called. Problem is they didn't announce what they called, so we're not 100% sure. And they threw it away on the very first play again. The first pass thrown away. That's 4 straight turnovers by the Quakers when they've had the ball. And now with a minute left, they had a chance to run the clock out, and they throw it away. And now Archmere's having trouble possessing. And we're going to get the 436th timeout of the game called by Archmere Academy.
I'll tell you what, both teams' possessions here are having trouble holding on to possessions here in the second half.
Yeah.
Still just 3-1 in scoring this half.
Just sloppy on both sides, really.
In fact, no goals here in the fourth quarter. I said at halftime I thought my 8 was looking low on the scoreboard to winning it, but right now 7's winning this game.
7 might win it, as we have a 7-6 ball game here. Playing out more like a baseball game in terms of the scoring. And Archmere is going to have 57 seconds. Also down a man. Going to have to try to score. They have the odds stacked against them here on Senior Day.
Now, the penalty happened with 1:12 left, and I thought I saw 1 minute. So they might have the man back with about 12 seconds to go.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just under 15 seconds, about 12 seconds to go.
If you're Friends, you have the extra man up, so you can double team the ball.
Correct. You can double the ball, and Archmere is going to certainly have an interesting time. Friends' defense is already very good, and now when you get somebody doubled, yep, I'm trying to go through my head how Archmere can somehow tie this game, but I don't know. Right now, Friends' defense has been stout. Lukic has been great in net, just gobbling up everything. We have a former Archmere great over here, Drew Duncan. Pointed out here by Mike Lang. I didn't even realize he was sitting over here with his flip-flops on. But Drew, a very good player. Very, very good player here at Archmere in his time here. His father, obviously the coach. And his brother, currently with the ball.
They're not really double teaming them.
Very interesting strategy. They're playing a little two-man game here. Now he's just trying to play on the shoulder. He wants to get to his left side. He goes back to his right. He's triple teamed. Not a great strategy. And now he somehow still has the ball, but he drops it. Jack King drops the ball, and with 20 seconds left, Friends should be able to just run out the clock. Not sure what Archmere's strategy was there. And they throw the ball away again with 10 seconds remaining.
This is not going to make either coach happy.
So I'm not sure they're going to be able to get it down the field. They're going to whip it all the way down there. And with 2 seconds remaining, Friends comes away with the victory and a bit of a sloppy win, but on Archmere Senior Day.
And first time they beat Archmere in a long time, and they're celebrating.
As they should. Their defense was stout all day. Lukic, who I think is going to be my player of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
As he was just fantastic in net. And Friends comes away with a big one-goal victory over the Auks of Archmere.
Much needed as they look to keep this ground with Cape Henn open for that possible second seed.
Absolutely, and the Auks continue to fall further down in the standings, and Mike Lang is going to go over there and see if he can grab our player of the game, Ethan Lukic, the goalie, the senior goalie for Friends. We're going to try to get an interview with him. A quick interview and a quick picture. You want to stay here, Jason, or you want to take a quick break?
We can take a break if you want to.
All right, we're going to take a quick break as we wait for Ethan Lukic to get over here and do an interview with us after his phenomenal game that he just played, shutting down the Auks. And we have a line here. But, we'll go to break. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Welcome back to Claymont, Delaware, Archmere Academy. I'm here with our 302 Sports Player of the Game, Ethan Lukic, the senior goalie for the Quakers. He came in here and shut down this Auks offense on their senior day. What did you see out there, and what was how'd the defense look in front of you? Because they looked, from our perspective, like they were playing great.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about the guys in front of me. I mean, we worked really hard, going from our man-to-man defense and our zone defense, trying to get the offense different looks, especially on these newer teams that we haven't played in a while. And this has always been a game circled on our radar because losing 3 times in a row is not, fun. So come out here my senior year and be able to get that one back, really means a lot.
That was actually going to be my next question. I was going to say you finally broke the losing streak against these Auks, and that was a valiant effort today. Was there anything you guys defensively were trying to do differently, or were you just trying to play your game the way you normally play because you're a very defensive-oriented team?
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to work in some new zones, but still keep the solid man-to-man off defense. I think, we do a really good job, with the guys in front of me. I think we all have a good, solid core defense, and that kind of holds down for the rest of the team, given, our offense more looks when we are able to get it on the other side of the field.
Yeah, and your clear was something we were discussing all day. You have a great transition from defense to offense, and that starts with you. Is that something you guys work on a lot? Because it looks like you guys don't even think out there. You just tic-tac-toe on your clear.
Yeah, I've always, looked up right at the field right away, looking for that open man, push the transition as much as possible, because I think, that's the best way to get goals at the end of the day. And, I have a good, solid midi line and poles that like to run, so if I can feed them the ball after, a save or a ground ball, that's, what we try to do at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Well, you guys looked real good doing it today. 7-6 victory. Ethan, thanks for joining us, our 302 Sports Player of the Game. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, guys.
And thank you guys for joining us here on 302 Sports. Once again, that was our 302 Sports Player of the Game, Ethan Lukic, the senior goalie for the Quakers. For 302 Sports, I'm Craig Laskowski here with Jason Winchell and Mike Lang. We'll see you next time. We got a ton of stuff coming up for the end of the season and into the state tournaments. We'll keep you updated on all of that. Thank you for following us here at 302 Sports, and we will see you next time.